And we're live.
So my favorite fitness-related videos on YouTube are gym fails. It's either when someone, for some reason, has decided to put 1,200 pounds and try to deadlift it, or try to squat it, or when people are just using machines completely wrong, like they're on the cable machine and they've got a cable in each hand and they're just like bouncing around like it's a kid's game. Have you ever seen any stuff like that in real life?
Nothing that's as bad as a gym fails video. I think a lot of the gym fails videos are fake. People are just doing that, which is fine because it's so funny as hell. I love them anyway. They're great. I was like, oh, I never thought about doing that way. Okay, that's creative. Trying to think of some like weird crap I've seen at the gym before, though.
I mean, look, Juji's had some pretty good gym fails, though, himself.
Me?
Yeah. Maybe not to like that level of thing. The nosebleed one is good.
The nosebleed one.
Where you just kept bleeding out of your nose for a long time.
Deadlift?
No, that was I used to work out at the park on my lunch break at work. I would go to the park and hang up the rings on a swing set, and then I would do gymnastics rings. And I remember I was going through a garlic eating phase where I was eating an entire cluster of garlic every day. It's like crazy. I was trying to keep witches and vampires away. I was really
bet it worked.
And the Roman soldiers,
hold on. You went through a garlic eating phase?
Yeah. I was, and Roman soldiers, they have shields. They keep the garlic, it's like an amulet. It protects you. So garlic is really good luck. So I was eating a cluster of it a day and I was prone to nosebleeds.
Don't you laugh at him? There were no witches at all.
No, there are. My boss was a witch. She was a Russian
I wouldn't
witch.
laugh at him in person.
And, the garlic thins your blood.
We're separated.
I get up on these rings and I just go upside down and I hear this sound. And it's both nostrils popping. And then blood just starts gushing in the back of my throat. I'm upside down. I'm like, okay, I get off the rings. I go sit down. I'm at a park by myself. And like, this is like, I've been having a nosebleed every day for like a week. And I'm tired of doing this and swallowing blood and feeling sick. So I was like, I'm just going to sit here and watch it bleed out. So I just sat there and just watched this puddle of blood form for like 10 minutes and it just wouldn't stop. And then I started getting lightheaded. I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to work now and tell my boss I probably need to go to the hospital. So I go back to work and I tell my boss and she's like, hey, what the hell? Get out of here. Like, go to the hospital now. I was like,
you're scaring the customer. What job was this at the time?
I was a biotech manager, so I worked for a biotech company. But yeah, I went to the hospital and they do the nose cauterization. They take like a punk, those things that you light fireworks with. It looks just like that, and they just stick it up your nose. And then I've only had like one or two.
Yeah,
how
much did that hurt? Without a string.
How much did that hurt?
Oh, it doesn't hurt at all. It's great.
Is it hot?
No, I mean, when your nose has been bleeding that much, anything feels good.
Oh yeah. After I took Accutane when I was in middle school, I started getting chronic nosebleeds, and it also made it so I no longer tan at all. Haven't had a pimple in 3 years, but Accutane fucked with me. It made my cholesterol really high as like a 14-year-old, but there was one time I got a nosebleed from it, and usually a nosebleed is one nostril. This one was both, and I remember laying on my back being like, this is the solution. You can't bleed if you lay on your back. My nose was bleeding so bad it was overflowing onto my face. And I was like, I need to go to the doctor or something. This is bad.
Outsmarted by blood.
Taylor, do you have your nose cauterized?
No, I've never had my nose cauterized. I've had a bunch of sinus surgeries. I don't breathe well. I was that kid who it was probably 8 before I was 7 the first time I broke my nose. And I was like, I couldn't breathe through my nose at all. And so as I was eating, my dad would always yell at me because he'd be like, Taylor, stop fucking opening your mouth when you're eating. And I couldn't. Like, I would wonder, like, how the fuck are people eating and breathing at the same time? Because I would be chewing and I'd be like, okay, keep chewing. I was like, man, how does everyone do this? But then they gave me a couple surgeries and that doctor fucked it up, did not fix it. So I have the
same thing, actually. I broke my nose and it blocks one of the nostrils, and I just keeps growing, and I have to keep going to a plastic surgeon to like every 5 years because the cartilage just keeps blocking my nose.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I have.
Shit.
I'm scared of doctors, so I don't go very often.
I have a
Scared of
deviated
goggles.
septum, so the inside of my nose is crooked. Visually, I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty straight, like you wouldn't know. But if you look back at like pictures of the Woodworth family through the generations, you get to my great-great-grandparents, their noses like start in one corner of their face and finish in the other, and that effect has been diluted as we've overachieved with women throughout the years.
Oh, dude, I used to have a hump in my nose. And the second time I broke it, like I went in there and I was only like 13, 14. And the doctor was like, hey, you want me to just fix the nose or do you want me to shave anything out, make it even? And my mom was just like, you know what? While you're in there, shave it down, make it okay. And now my nose, if you were to feel it, has right angles.
Really?
Angles on here. Yeah. You can feel the corners of where he shaved down my nose bone. And so got a fantastic nose. The inside's not too great, but that's okay.
Yeah, they reshaped mine when I broke it. The whole side of it was collapsed in. Like this side was collapsed all the way in.
Mine has
Your
a
nose
bump
is
on
good.
it
I didn't even
because
know you broke it.
somebody punched me.
Same.
I
Said something I shouldn't have.
my friend said something he shouldn't have, and I got hit. But
Mine was all my fault.
oh no, they were like talking in your face. I put my arm across him to like, to sort of diffuse the situation, and they hit me.
When I broke my nose, I was playing ice hockey for at least 2 different teams. I was playing football. I was wrestling. And how did I break it? Basketball, when my own teammate brings down a rebound way too aggressively. That guy was retarded, and he caught me right in the nose. He's also the fucker that ruined this finger. I remember that. That was senior year of high school. We were on the same flag football team, and I go and I get the flag from this Indian kid who was slow as shit. Easy grab. And then this other guy, Phil.
Gilbert Grape
Phil,
comes up to
I
you.
know you're out there. Then Phil comes over there. He grabs it from me, but he grabs my finger at the same time. And he like broke it totally to the other side. And I remember being really scared. And I was like, I really don't want to go to the doctor. But in my head, I was like, you've watched movies. What you do is you pull it as hard as you can, and it'll reset it somehow. And I did that, and it was excruciating. And it turns out now I can't bend my finger right. So that was the wrong move.
The wisdom of 14-year-old Taylor.
Using the Rambo method out there in the fucking gym. Why are you afraid of
I thought it made
doctors?
sense. I thought it made sense.
Why are you heating up a big knife? I don't know. I saw it.
Gunpowder in the wound. Why are you afraid of doctors though? You have some trauma?
No, I just don't like going.
I love it.
No trauma, nothing at all. I really dislike going to the doctor because I guess my fear is like I'll go there for a broken finger and they'll be like, "Oh no, you got gut cancer, bitch. You're fuced." Like,
oh yes, avoiding the doctor will solve that. So that's good thinking.
In my head,
I've always enjoyed the
It's
doctor.
okay, Taylor. I don't go to the doctor.
Thank you, Juji. Yeah,
I hate them. They don't know
solidarity.
what they're talking about half the time.
No, they'll say you need to eat less. You need to do this and that. And it's like,
Eggs have cholesterol.
this is propaganda. Oh, that amount of goldfish isn't appropriate every day? Okay. You can go fuck yourself.